All right, hello everybody. Happy Sunday. And as the title suggests, yes, welcome to Pikmin 2. Except this game has much more of a legacy than what I'm referring to with that deep cut reference, which is Peggle 2. Although still a good game. Yeah, definitely a rather infamous reveal. Anyways, yes, Pikmin 2. Finished up our replay of Pikmin 1 last night, and I figured it was probably in our best interest to move into its follow-up as soon as possible, because, well, as the days go on, so too do our days remaining until Pikmin 4's release. And, yeah, I also, as I've mentioned numerous times already, have never played Pikmin 2, so this will be, pretty exciting as I get to play it for the first time. So, let's not dilly-dally anymore, shall we? Let's get to Pikmin 2. Pikmin 2. And yes, unlike the release of the first game on Switch, this one actually has the number, but I get it. It's not like the original Pikmin was ever officially called Pikmin 1 with the number in its title until, I guess, now on the Switch. So, yeah. So this game has two-player. That's interesting. Not really too much there in the options. All right, well, I suppose we'll begin. Hocotate Freight is a long-haul deep space shipping company. One day, its only employee of any merit, Captain Olimar, crashed on an uncharted planet. There he was aided by indigenous creatures which he called Pikmin. In the end, Captain Olimar escaped. That he did. But in Olimar's absence, his employer, Hocotate Freight, ran into financial difficulties. Like, how bad are we talking here? Them financial difficulties. Captain Olimar, yeah, that do be him. This is quite something. Pre-rendered video. Hocotate Freight. That reminds me of Oddworld. President of Hocotate Freight and local employee Louis. Okay. Right, Louis. This was his first appearance. I think he was in 3 as well. I can't quite remember. Olimar, I'm so glad you're safe. Yes, very glad. Quite glad, but sadly, I have an announcement that is not so glad. The company's going under. Yes, we're finished. Oh. On his first mission, Louis here met a ravenous space bunny. And his entire load of golden Pick brand carrots was eaten. Oh, well, that's, yeah, that's not great. Took out an enormous loan to repay the debt from this loss. Decided to sell off corporate assets to repay the loan. Oh, including my ship? Really? But the only asset we had to sell was your ship, the SS Dolphin. Wow, and I, like, just got it back. As for the rest of our loan... 10,100... whatever those are. Olimar, what is that? That is a bottle cap. I don't know why he has it, though. Oh. He brought it back from the planet. All right. Huh. Initiating valuation of recovered treasure. This artifact is worth 100 Pokas. Seems thing's worth 100 pokas? That's more than a year's salary. What? Excuse me? I don't know if that's good or not. I don't know what the conversion rate of pokas is to dollars. Louis, you dolt. Look. Oh, okay. I guess we're going back to said planet. But this time, instead of collecting ship parts, we're just gonna be collecting, I guess, anything that has value, could have value. All right. So I guess we got another collectathon going on, but a bit more in the spirit of a collectathon. Oh wait, that looks like Africa. Oh, so wait, this is just... Oh, okay, so this is just Earth. I see. The Valley of Repose. So wait, where are Pikmin on our planet? Have we ever found them? I guess they would be really small, so maybe not. Oh, wait. Is Louis okay? Kind of fell out of the ship. Oh, and hey, some Pikmin already. That was close. I've averted a crash landing, running diagnostics. Louis is missing. He must have somehow fallen out of his cockpit. Yeah, I'm kind of wondering how that happened. He's not responding via his communicator. He's either flouting protocol, okay, interesting word, or in danger. Olimar, you must find Louis before he freezes to death in the cold of this planet. Wait a moment, look! What we got? Pikmin? Yeah. It's them. Could these be Pikmin? Well, they look like they're about to be devoured as we speak. Help them. Use the left stick to put the cursor in your Pikmin and press B to call them with your whistle. Yep, that hasn't changed. You can also hit B to make the sound of your whistle carry farther. Yes. Well, we haven't been gone from them for too long, but hey boys, I'm back. Hit me. Pikmin ran to your side. They seem to remember you, Captain Olimar. How fascinating. Give them instructions and do not delay. Yep. Hold, throw. Yes, very good. Alright, boys, you know what to do. Get them. Cool. We don't have any onions, though, so I don't really know if they're, gonna really be able to do too much with that body. Oh, maybe the ship will want it, though? Maybe it's considered treasure? I don't know. Attention! Captain Olimar. I've just re-established my communications link with Louis. It is fortunate we have managed to confirm his safety. That's why to communicate with him. I am quite interested in the details of his condition. Yeah, me too. Dude, like, somehow survived falling out of a moving spaceship. Oh, wait, did I switch to Louis? Oh, okay, he landed in snow. I guess, kind of. Explains why he's still alive. Louis, allow me to assess your condition as per our safety protocols. You had all injured. Is that so? Well, then my concerns are eased. Our communication link shows you were nearby. Can you, make your way to our location and rejoin us? I will navigate for you. Press plus to contact me and obtain information about the train. Okay. You know, the Wii Remote had plus and minus buttons. I kind of wonder if they even had to change the, the button prompts for these dialogue boxes too much for the Switch version. Okay, here we go. We got an onion over here by Louis. Louis, that odd object before you appears to be one of the onions mentioned in Olimar's report. Yes, and we can get some lads from it, like that one. The seed the onion ejected just sprouted. According to Olimar's report, it can be plucked with A. Yes, that it can. And shall. Him. Pikmin. Such silly looking creatures. but I love them. Louis, this must be one of the Pikmin creatures from Olimar's report. It is, staring at you. Press A to throw Pikmin where you want it to take action. A squad of them can do a lot. Expand a squad of Pikmin that's following you by pressing X. Yep. Olimar's description of the creatures resembling Pikmin carrots were strikingly accurate. Louis, my sensors have detected drool in the corner of your mouth. You all right, Louis? Don't eat the Pikmin. Please. Stay professional here. They're friends, not food. I don't know if Finding Nemo existed quite yet when this game initially came out, so I can kind of forgive Louis for not knowing about that moniker, I suppose, but yeah, you know, don't eat the Pikmin. They're cool. But we will go ahead and get some more friends to help us out. Good to know that Pikmin can, you know, thrive and grow in, like, cold conditions as well. Usually plants don't really do that. The onion injected more seeds. The pellet from that flower must hold nutrients that breed Pikmin. Yes, the Pikmin gather nutrients, haul them to the onion, and further propagate the species. The onion is a Pikmin mothership. Reviewing Olimar's report, it seems holding A lets one rapidly pluck Pikmin sprouts. Yep. All business as usual so far. I assume most of the newness of this game just will come down to, you know, the two new Pikmin types themselves. Which I've had a bit of experience with in 3, but, well, it's not like I really remember too awful much exactly what they, well, I mean, I know the purple one is, like, heavy. I think he has, like a stun that he can use. I don't really remember about the white Pikmin, though. Alright. We have obtained maximum friend. At least in this area. The battery. Assume I'm gonna want that. Mm-hmm. Electric super battery. Or electric power super battery. Perhaps this object is one of the treasures that we are searching for. Only reason we found it here is because this is where you crash landed. How fortunate. I'd like to appreciate it, but you first must regroup with Olimar. Can you see him? Press the L to move the camera behind you. Also press the R to zoom in or out. And up or down on right stick to change angles. Oh, and press left or right on right stick to rotate. Yep. Also, hello there. USA Country Ball Cool JCYT. It's quite the mouthful, but I think I got all of it. I don't know if I have any certain commands or anything for displaying my friend code, but I can probably get it for you real quick. Let me see. Yeah. Let me go ahead and give that to you real quick. Probably set something up. I haven't messed with my, like, Nightbot or any, like, chat commands in quite some time. Though it's kind of something that's just, I guess, never really crossed my mind since I started, broadcasting again, so... if I remember it, I will try and see what types of commands I have and, go from there. Let's see. Omar is over there. Can we move this? Not really. Oh, okay. They have to be on top. Yeah, we definitely don't have enough Pikmin for that, though. Missing something here. I guess, can I... Well, no, I can't switch over to Olimar, can I? I don't think so. Didn't tell me anything like that. We need to combine our forces. Maybe I should just try and grab the battery? Interesting noises. Can't really tell if that's doing anything. Looks like it's moving slightly, so I think they're digging it up. Yeah, they got it. Although, we certainly don't have enough Pikmin power to move it. You appear lost. Try pressing Y to change. Oh, okay. No, you can. I missed that button prompt, or already forgot because Goldfish Brain. Okay. Alright, you guys go there, and then Olimar. We can solve this issue together. Huzzah! Hello, Louie. Captain Olimar, Louie, you reunited at last. This has been a troublesome start to our trip, but now you must feel as assured that your combined wits can get you through anything, correct? From now on, press B to form a single group, X to take solo action, and Y to change leaders. Okay. Alright. Cool. Well, I suppose... How many of these do we need to carry this? Just 3? Guess we'll let them get that. We're gonna need some more Pikmin to get that battery. How many can I send to help with this? 6? Can I get more? No, I guess it just caps out at 6. Alright, that's fine. How many do we need for the battery? 20. Okay. Well, we should be able to get enough for that once we offer up the Bulborb corpse to the onion. I like the noise that like the voice line that plays when you switch between the leaders. Olimar and Louie seemingly have quite, like, the deep voice. Oh, nice, and Louie will, pull out the Pikmin with you as well. Alright, well, we've got enough of them. Alright, boys, let's get this battery. What is that? It's I think that's a D battery? Kind of looks, I think that size and, like, all that is, would be a D battery. I don't know, I might say it on it. I believe this originally was a Duracell battery, but I think they got rid of any, like, branding and real-life items in this re-release. I don't know if they did it in the Wii version, or if those were kept. think it might just be this version that they had to, well, I don't know if they necessarily had to change the branding and remove it. I guess they just decided to because, I don't know, maybe they just didn't want to pay to renew it. Can they make it under that branch? Or is it gonna get stuck? Oh no, they'll just, you know, clip through it. That works with me. Is there anything up here? No, just a cool little path. All right, ship. How much is this battery worth? Or whatever it's gonna call it. It might not know what a battery is. Courage reactor. Okay, is that what we're calling it? Well, it's worth 280 pokos, I believe is what the currency was called. Not bad. Our first day of exploration has yielded our first treasure. It will be done in record time. I took the liberty of naming it when I appraise it. The name reflects my current thinking. Leave it to me to think up catchy names for hit products. It is but one of my many talents. We shall end our first day here and report back to our president. His face will surely be joyous. However, to communicate with Hokotate, we must fly into low orbit above the planet. We will not return to the surface until morning, so as to avoid the indigenous nocturnal creatures. Cool. Tutorial day completed. I certainly hope the Pikmin went back in their onion. I don't see any, so... hopefully. I don't want the little guys to get eaten. Okay, yeah, I guess they did. Good. We didn't really have to, like, place them, but I guess the game just did it for us. Battles, sunset, fire. Oh, okay. I guess it's just interesting. It categorizes like it's basically like an obituary for Pikmin, and it not only will it show you, like, I guess in like the previous game there was a counter for how many died, like in total, but I don't think it split it up via like causes. So that's interesting. It'll show you how many have died in battle because of the sun setting, fire damage, drowning, electricity. I don't know if that was something we had to worry about in the first game. An explosion, that's certainly something we did. And then poison. Again, I like electricity. I don't recall if there was poison that we had to worry about in Pikmin 1. Alright, cool. It's nice that it gets a bit more detailed with the stats. Mail. Day 1. You found your first bit of treasure. Fine work. Our future depends on your efforts, so check your treasure hoard regularly. I'll check in often. Keep up the pace. Alright. You know, I like the, I like this. It's just gonna be collecting just random stuff that they're gonna deem, you know, as treasure. It kind of reminds me of, well, Dragon Quest treasures, which, I never actually finished, but I did play quite a bit, and that was kind of similar to this, where you just kind of go and collect a bunch of random stuff, it gets appraised, and then you get to see its value. So that's fun. I like that. It you know, combines like collectathon, I guess, tropes, but also adds a bit of like mystery and excitement for figuring out exactly what it is that you got, rather than just being like, oh, you know, you already know what you're getting when you collect it. Piclopedia. Interesting. So we have an encyclopedia of just stuff. That's actually really cool. Wasn't that like something that was I'm consulting my Pikmin 3 Deluxe box again, much like I did last night, because wasn't it something that they like touted for Deluxe. Yeah, the Piccolopedia returns. So I assume that wasn't in the original release of 3. I don't remember, but it's one of the things on the back of the box of Deluxe. So I guess yeah, they brought it back for the Switch version. That's cool. And I assume if they went to the effort of doing that, it'll be in Pikmin 4 as well. I guess people really like it, so hopefully it returns. I mean, it's cool to have like a you know, in-game collection of information and enemies and just stuff to see rather than, you know, just having to like go online or something. All right. Well, especially back in like whenever this game originally released, when the internet still wasn't that big. Okay, well, I guess we can only go to the Valley of Repose still. So let's do it. Indeed, the Valley of Repose. That it is. We've got some pellets now. We can bolster our red Pikmin ranks, because we're going to definitely need to if we want to get past that bag. Good morning, workers. Ready for another day of toiling for the profit of your company? Ah, capitalism. Can't escape it. Pikmin seem to still be asleep inside their onion. What lazy creatures. No wonder they lack survival skills. Stand beneath the onion and press A to call them out. Hey, you know, I'm all for sleeping in, so, you know, I'm not gonna judge the little lads for wanting to do that. All right, Louie, let's get to work, shall we? And then there might be some back here now as well. Grew. There were, so I assume they grew back. Yeah, it doesn't look like they did. Alright, so we'll grab these as well. Get as many Pikmin as we can. And then I don't know if there were... No, yeah, there weren't any over there. Although, I appreciate that Louie's imprint in the snow hasn't been covered up. That's good. Nice. Alright, and our single last Pikmin that we have with us here, you can have the honor of grabbing that. Thank you kindly. And with this, we should be able to, yeah, get rid of that other bag. I think it needed, like, what, 40? So, yeah, I think we'll be good. We've got a Bulborb over there, and, ooh, a large Bulborb I can kind of see, though. He's sleepy, so we can kind of sneak attack him. Maybe less sneak attack, more just, like, preemptive strike him. Not really sure if you can consider it a sneak attack. If the target in question is kind of incapable of like knowing that it would be a sneak attack because he's asleep. I don't know. Semantics. Speed these guys up a little bit. Oh, I didn't even notice this one. Can we make it up there? Yeah, we can. And then maybe there's one up here now as well. There wasn't really anything when we went up here last time. Nope, still nothing. Just a weird side path that lets us get a nice little view of the area, I suppose. All right, well, should be more than well enough equipped to push forward. Smush some bags. Kill some bokoblins. Or, not bokoblins, that's Zelda. Bulborbs. I don't know where I got bokoblin from. Wow, I was one off. Alright, boys, you know what to do. Rattle them. Wow, that was fast. Guess we might as well get this guy. Nice. Alright, and then is this gonna be treasure? Just like a crushed soda can. 35 for that one. Let's get some of these back first. How many does it need for this? 10. Okay, and then I will have the remainder start on demolishing this, I suppose. And then I might have enough for the extra ones that are grown with these resources to then take that group and, you know, collect this little soda can. Go ahead and leave Louie here with them, so I can just kind of swap. It's actually kind of cool. I like the little like swapping mechanic and whatnot. I mean, I know it was also kind of in Pikmin 3. There were, what, 3 crew members in the original release of that game? Alf and I don't remember the other two's names, but yeah. Was Louie one of them? I don't recall. No, I don't think so. It was Alf, and then like it was like a bigger guy, and then I think it was like a pink-haired girl. I think. God, it's been way too long since I played Pikmin 3. Alright, nice. I completed that. How could Pikmin destroy such a massive wall? Well, when mass, their might is ferocious. Louie, did Olimar instruct you on proper Pikmin commanding protocol? Apparently not. Olimar, you are failing your duty as a superior. Allow me to explain. Press A to grab Pikmin and release to throw them. Call them into a group with B. Press X to disband the group. And to give it orders, hold L while moving right stick. It's handy for giving orders to a group. You can review these directions anytime by pressing minus. Thank you, ship. But yes, I did in fact play Pikmin 1. Very, very recently. So, appreciated, but unnecessary. Well, I suppose we'll go ahead and get 30 of these lads here. Carry this back for us. And then we'll also just take a peek over here with everybody. See what we got while they do that. Oh, there's a snowman. Nice. There's this big geyser? Interesting. Warm air is welling up from the hole in the ground before you. What could lie underground? What's wrong? You both show expressions of unease. Do not fear. The leader's group of Pikmin will join you. I shall dispatch my research pod, too. I will return any Pikmin outside of that group to the Onion. approach the hole and press A to jump in. Should probably wait until they deliver that can, though, huh? Yeah, probably. If I go in there, I don't know if it's gonna get delivered safely or in any timely manner, so I suppose we can kind of help them along a little bit faster. Okay, I think 45 is the max. Seems like it only ever really allows you to go like 10 or so over. All right, well, what are we calling this? Utter scrap. Well, that's at least pretty accurate. And yet, it's worth 170 doubloons. I've already forgotten. What are they? Pocos? Yeah, Pocos. So for just like a trashed can of soda or juice or whatever, that's pretty respectable. Again, maybe I don't know if anybody's like figured out what the 1-to-1 conversion rate of Pocos to USD would be, or if there really could be an easy way one could discern anything like that. Alright, well, let's see what's in here. Emergence cave. Enter this hole with your Pikmin squad. Sure. I mean, I don't think we got anything else to do. So let's see what we got. Emergence cave, sub-level 1. Well, going into the planet is certainly unique to this game. Wasn't something in Pikmin 1. Intriguing. My heat sensors indicate that this hole's interior is warmer than on the surface. Analysis suggests danger lies ahead, but the promise of treasure is tantalizing. If you wish to check underground terrain, press plus to communicate with me. I am not just a ship, I am an all-purpose support pod. So what, do we have a map? Kind of. It's not super telling because we haven't really done too much, but we do indeed have a map, so that's good. Alright. Let's see what we got. Well, actual bottle caps. Finally. I kept calling the like pellets in the first game bottle caps because they look like them. But no, now we have actual bottle caps. Spicy ginger ale. Me? Spicy ginger ale. I mean, I don't know if I want my soda to be spicy. And like an orange? Alright. Well, I suppose let's clear these guys out first. Then we can worry about collecting bottle cap and, is that just like a whole orange? Yeah, I guess so. Alright, how many do we need for the bottle cap? 4. Okay, well, I'll just throw however many I can at it. 8. Okay. How about the orange? 15. So what, 25? Alright. A quenching emblem. Again, also rather accurate. That first one, that battery, was a little eccentric of a name, but all these other ones so far have been pretty good. Utter scrap, quenching emblem, and we'll see what what it gives us orange. citrus lump. Yeah, that also works. And outside of these, wait, actually, what happens if I... Yeah, will it plant Pikmin seeds for me? It's on an onion, so I doubt it. How can you possibly consider this beast a treasure? Beasts are incompatible with my circuitry. Suppose I will store your finds in my hold. But I do not think beasts will be worth much. Oh, okay, wait, so... I mean, if the alternative is just leave them and potentially not get anything, yeah, I guess I'll take a little bit. So, no Pikmin from that, because this isn't an onion. But you actually do get a little bit of money if you salvage them, so that's good to know. Alright. And hey, it'll add up over the playthrough. This hole appears to be quite deep. My sensors indicate more treacherous terrain ahead. Louis, you do recall that you can adjust the camera with ZL and up, down, left, and right on the right stick, yes? Your expression suggests you do. Excellent. Don't worry, all your Pikmin will follow you. Approach the hole and press A to enter. Alright, I guess we're going further down. I guess we don't have to at least worry about a, like the time limit when we're doing this, so it's kind of cool. Final floor, okay. Okay, actually, no, I guess maybe it was because of how small that one room is. I thought it maybe, like, just wasn't completely mapped out. But no, we actually do have the full map of this one. Not sure what the little water symbol is there for. I guess it just indicates, like, a geyser or something. Is that a piece of a globe? Yeah. It's inconceivable that such an immense object has been buried here for so long. The design on the outer shell remembers the surface of the planet as seen from space. Perhaps this can be used for something other than salvage. But how will we ever lift it? I fear that even 100 red Pikmin will be unable to lift it. Oh, really? Is it really that heavy? Yeah, okay, I guess so. Is it the entire globe? It only looks like half of it. Maybe the other half is just underground. Which, yeah, I mean, okay. Oh, if it is the entire globe, I can kind of understand why creatures as small as Pikmin would have a hard time lifting it. At least red Pikmin. Flower? Astounding! A flower blooms in a cave deep beneath the snowy landscape. Clearly, it is warmer down here than above. Look, the Pikmin are restless. They look as if they yearn to be tossed into the flower. Oh, wait, is that what these flowers have always done? You throw the Pikmin into them and it just changes the type? Because I kind of forgot what they were and was very confused by their presence when I was replaying Pikmin 1. But that would make more sense. So if I throw in a red guy... Yeah, okay. It just swaps the Pikmin types. And here is our first new Pikmin of the game. Reggie Fils-Aimé. Reggie, I feel like a purple Pikmin, Fils-Aimé. Amazing! A purple Pikmin. It has hair and is quite stocky. Seems very heavy and strong. Yeah, like Reggie. Or, Hercules. He's strong. Was strong? This kind of Pikmin was not mentioned in your report, Olimar. Must be an entirely new type. Transforming Pikmin by tossing them into flowers? Intriguing. Perhaps there are others. Alright, well, I don't quite remember the, well, I mean, I guess I wouldn't really know, at least in the specific case of Pikmin 2. The, like, I guess, Pikmin strength value of a purple Pikmin. So it would have required, like, over 100 red Pikmin to get this globe. Let's see what we can do with the couple purple ones that I have now. Alright, split them up. Alright, that's worth 10. So we're gonna need a few more. Louis. Let's see. I'm gonna leave you with the red guys for now. Oh, although I guess I do need some for conversion. Okay, well, I didn't really mean to grab Louis with me as well. Alright, split up. I'm gonna take a couple. I guess that's fine. And then Louis, you can go and grab all these guys back. And yeah, I'll go get some more purple Pikmin for us. Oh, well, we only have a certain number of flower uses. Or they are out of, I guess, seeds. All right. There we go. Oh wait, maybe it is just half the globe, and it's still... I mean, yeah, okay. I guess that is still kind of fair. Half of a globe still being as heavy as it is. Can I still, like, send more Pikmin to help, or will it not make it really go faster? No, yeah, I definitely can. Alright, well, however many of you can help. Let's see. Quite a bit, actually. Like, all my Pikmin can help on that, and there's still room for more. Well, teamwork makes the dream work, as they say. Alright, so we got the spherical atlas. Well, at least half of it. Worth 200 Pokos. There's a device resembling a microchip embedded inside this sphere. Retrieving data. Error. I could only decode a portion of the data, but I did retrieve new geographic charts. I will input this data into my planetary database and name it the sphere chart. Press plus to contact me and go to the exploration kit on the radar screen by pressing left on the D-pad. Well, now that we have this new data, you should explore the Dakota territory tomorrow. Will do. Alright, well, I guess only thing left is to investigate that geyser, which I assume will just shoot us back up to the surface. astounding! Water is shooting out of this geyser with incredible force. Sensors indicate it has enough power to launch you into the air. Approach it and press A to try. Yep. Assumption correct. That is indeed what it does. Escape to the surface with your Pikmin. Yep. We are done here. Cave complete. Very nice. Okay, yeah, and it just, lets you know that you got everything. And back to the Valley of Repose. Surface, I suppose we were still there, just underground. You successfully returned to this planet's surface. Excellent decision-making, gentlemen. You must celebrate your first successful spelunking expedition. You've gathered a large amount of data that needs in-depth analysis. I shall send a report back to the President tonight detailing your progress. Sounds good. Almar and Louis, since you will explore a new area tomorrow, today's work is done. What? You still want to work? Unacceptable. You may not realize it, but you are exhausted. You should take a much-needed rest, as you have all the time you need to collect treasure. Haste makes waste, so take it slow and steady. Okay, so that's, I guess, kind of a nice little indication that, well, in this game, I suppose we're not exactly, tied to, like, a time limit. Like, obviously, there's still, like, a time of day thing for, like, when you're on, like, the map, like, the surface, but, in terms of an overall goal, I guess, we're not on any sort of strict deadline to, get enough money for the debt. That's kind of nice. We can go as fast or as slow as we please. We're already almost a tenth of the way there, because we're already at almost 1,000 Pokos out of 10,000. Not bad. Okay, and so far so good on deaths. Not having anything to mourn yet. Day 2. Baby steps first, Olimar. Plan well, and don't worry about me. Our debt is with Happy Hocotate Savings and Loan, after all. Besides, there's nothing left to repossess. So, ha! Dang, so they've got a good, like, debt collector. Almost as cool as, Tom Nook. Pretty chill about, just paying off your debt whenever. Citrus lump. Value. Oh, I didn't realize it shows weight. It. I like how it just has a number, though. It doesn't actually give you a value. We can assume it's in pounds, given that I'm playing this in North America, specifically this United States, but that is funny that it's just 15. We don't know if it's pounds, we don't know if it's kilograms or anything, just 15. Cool. Oh, wait, no. It's I see. The weight is, it's measuring it. So it's measuring it via the amount of Pikmin needed to carry it. Okay. So, well, I imagine depending on the Pikmin in question, they don't really weigh that much. Unless it's like the purple ones. And even then, they're still probably not going to weigh like that much. So, yeah, it'd probably be hard to know exactly, how much any one of these items actually weighs. But who knows? Maybe somebody out there's done the math. I'm sure somebody has. Snowball Orb. Violet, Candy Pop Bud, Pellet Posies, yep. I think a chat member told me that last time, but yeah, Pellet Posies. I'll do my best to actually refer to them as that in this game, because, well, we actually are going to have bottle caps in this one, so that will actually need to be a distinction. Alright, well, to the Awakening Wood. See what treasures lie within. Quite a bit from the overview, it seems. I see a dice. And a strawberry, maybe? I think I saw one. Yeah, that's definitely a strawberry. Good morning. It should please you to know the purple Pikmin are lodged safely in my hall. Confines of my interior seem to suit them perfectly, though they do occasionally tickle me. Stand in the ring of light below me and press A to call out the purple Pikmin. Okay, so they don't get their own onion, they're just in the ship. Oh yeah, might as well get all of them. And we'll get most of my red Pikmin. Maybe not all of them, but this will do. Alright, we have a map. Yes, we do. And unfortunately, it doesn't really seem like treasures or anything are like shown on here. Although, do you have a blue onion, it seems we can get to. Let's try and go for that, actually. I guess we can also just go ahead and start collecting some of the things around here. Louis, has Olimar instructed you on the peculiarities of the Pikmin creatures? The Pikmin form groups based on color when disbanded with X. Grabbing Pikmin with A will also cause them to group up by color. And now for the bonus lesson. First, hold A to pick up a Pikmin. Then, while you hold A, press R to swap between different colored Pikmin. This is the first time you've heard this. Olimar, remember to properly train new employees. Yeah, well, you know. I guess I should probably, kind of split these guys up a bit. That will be the main group, and then Louis, I'll get him started on kind of just collecting more things around this area. And we're gonna go see about the path that could lead to those blue Pikmin. Oh, well, we have already reached a stop because there's water. Okay, well, that's... Can't go that way. Certainly can, seems like, though, go this way. These plants, dangerous. They kind of look like they are, but they aren't doing anything, so... I'll just leave them to it. Get started on this. Oh, wait. I might be able to get that strawberry, actually. Although... might need to get rid of those bulbarbs around first to be able to get it safely. Okay, I guess they're not really making too much progress there. Maybe I need these things. So what is this? It is something. I guess just something they can bring back to increase our Pikmin ranks. Okay. But not something we can, I guess, use to Oh, is it treasure? Yeah, I guess so. Or wait, no, maybe not. This red berry contains an ultra spicy essence. It does not appear to have any monetary value, but I shall research potential uses for it. Give me more specimens. Okay. Will do. We must gather sphere. Right, good workmen. Carry those along. Louis, we can get to work on carrying out these guys. Oh yeah, and get that strawberry once we're done. Captain Olimar, my research on the red berries you discovered has yielded a powerful potion. Behold, the ultra spicy spray. Although it is untested, I believe it will have spectacular results. Spray it on all your Pikmin by pressing down on the D-pad. When necessary, I can produce 1 bottle of spray from 10 berries. Press plus to contact me and confirm your berry count by pressing left. Okay. Looks like we finally had some casualties. Unfortunately, though. And how many do we need for the strawberry? Oh, only 5. Well, while they deliver all that, I guess really the only thing we can still do around here would be testing out that potion. Oh, but first, strawberry. Or as the game likes to call it, a sunseed berry. Well, they got the berry part right, and still starts with an S, so, not bad. High-performing Pikmin. Astounding! Heads of the Pikmin are glowing, and they seem extremely agitated. Ultra Spicy Spray appears to increase Pikmin's speed and attack power. What a discovery. So now you guys can probably get rid of this for me, right? 10% of debt recovered. Oh, nice. Yeah. Nice. Okay, yeah. That'll do it. They're really going at it. Look at them. Jeez. I'll let Olimar stay around here. I'll collect our new friends. Oh, nice. You guys can get some of that. Maybe. He have flour now. Pikmin that drank that yellow nectar instantly matured into flower Pikmin. It appears to have enhanced motor skills. What a wondrous nectar. How intriguing. Like plants, Pikmin mature from leaf to bud to flower. Captain Olimar, you must share the information you have with your subordinate Louis. I don't know. I might need to get another potion for them to be able to finish this. I don't know if they're... Oh, never mind. I got it. Good job. I think we have an enemy, though. Yeah, less of a think, more of an absolutely now. Not too bad, though. Made relatively quick work of him. I think we did lose at least 1 or 2 Pikmin, though. So, tragically, the death count increases. As much as I would like to avoid that from happening, it is sadly unavoidable, given the nature of most of the things that aren't Pikmin on this planet. Jesus, 200? Well, I guess the purple Pikmin would be able to make short work of that. Oh. Right then. Okay. Assuming I can't send my Pikmin on that one yet. And there is a cave we can explore. Guess we'll be doing that unless, well, I'll wait until we have, all of our forces again. As many red Pikmin as we can, plus all our purple ones, and we'll see if we can get rid of the paper bag. If not, then I guess, yeah, we're gonna be going into the cave. Olimar, we have a problem. The onion has ceased ejecting seeds. Is it malfunctioning? Interesting. Now it seems the number of life forms within the onion has increased. Didn't you note that no more than 100 Pikmin will venture onto the planet at once? But I currently observe only 95 on the surface. Could there be wild Pikmin somewhere? Interesting. Suppose that's a possibility. Don't know where they would be, though. Well, I guess we can see if we can get past the bag here with what we have. Not quite enough, it would seem. Yeah, just short. So, I think what we're gonna have to do then is explore this cave and probably get our last few remaining Pikmin that I mentioned might be wild ones down here. Biological sensors are reacting violently. The readings are ominous. Beast of unknown power lurks in these depths. A large Pikmin group would be reassuring. My sound sensors are picking up hostile roars of many beasts. Expect dangerous encounters. Sensors are also showing extreme heat pockets. You may need flame-resistant Pikmin. But my records indicate no such data. Are my records incomplete? No. Well, I guess we didn't inform them, but yeah, red Pikmin are, you know, flame-resistant. But I guess I'll go ahead and put up my purple ones, because I don't want them to burn or anything. Just to be safe. $84 out of 85? Where did one get lost? Oh, back here. Come on, the center said we should probably go in with as big a group as we can. And this is quite a large group, so I think we'll be... hopefully we'll be okay with how many we got here. All of them are flame resistant too. That should help. Alright. Let's see what this one's got for us. The Whole of Beasts, sub-level 1. Perhaps I was wrong about the map. This one doesn't seem to be mapped out either. So I guess the sub-level 2 on the one that we were just in was just a one-time thing. It was already all mapped out, or maybe because it was because of like the camera panning shot that happened. I don't know. Is that a D-pad? Yeah, I think that's a D-pad over there. That's awesome. I'm very curious to see what it's gonna call this. All right, computer. What do you think? Stone of Glory. Yeah, I can agree with that. It is a pretty glorious little invention here. Did quite a lot for us folks who like using controllers and playing the video games. I think that was the only thing. Does it actually mention it here? On the map or anything? No, it doesn't show the treasure count. I guess it doesn't really know that until, you know, after the fact. You've, like, scoured all the levels, and then it's like, okay, hey, you did it. sub-level 2. Okay, get some purple Pikmin. Wasn't too sure how much of this area was going to be, like, I guess, really hot and needing, like, you know, flame-resistant Pikmin. So I put up all the purple ones I had just to be safe, but should be able to get a good amount more using these. So at least we have some while we're down here. Is that it on this level? Yeah, I think so. No treasure or anything. Just some purple flowers for some purple Pikmin. Alright. Okay, now we've got some fire to worry about. Well, purple Pikmin are strong, but I don't think they're flame resistant, so yeah. Probably should. Alright, I'll let Louis be in command of the purple squad for now. And as for Olimar, you will take the charge. See what we can find. I think that's is that a Mahjong tile in there? Oh, right. In this game, you can get rid of the flame geysers. Forgot about that. I think I read that on the wiki when I was looking at them for the first game. Well, that'll be useful. Is that a Famicom? Oh my god. That's a Famicom disk system game. That's amazing. I wonder what's on it. I don't know what the logo is on there. That's so cool, though. I love it. I'm just gonna eat up every single little, like, video game related thing that I come across in this, and it's gonna be amazing. Alright, but for now, though, we'll get this Mahjong tile. I think that's what that is. It could just also be I don't know, is that Mahjong? I don't know for sure. Alright, and then, Louis. I don't think a disk system game is going to be that heavy, but maybe to a Pikmin and creatures as small as you guys are, it will. So let's see. Oh no, it's not too bad at all. Alright. Computer, what is this? Strife monolith. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm partially on the right track with it being like a Mahjong tile, but I'm also not an expert at Mahjong. I've never really played it in, like, full physical capacity. I think it was in Clubhouse games, and I might have tried it once there, and then it's also in Final Fantasy XIV, though, you know, how accurate those versions of the game are, I don't know. So yeah, just keep all that in mind. Get some extra help on this system game, though. I wonder, because I know disc system games, there can be one game on each side of the disc. So I wonder if when I can look at the model and rotate it, if there will be a different logo on the other side. That would be awesome. Well, what does the computer think this is? Okay, I want to see. Is there another game on the other side? Oh no, is it not going to let me rotate it? To the other side? No! Damn it. I want to know. I can't know, though. Is that a... Hold on, is that the mysterious Murasame Castle? I think that's what that logo is. I'm going to check real quick. Google Translate. Camera. Family computing system. I think that's the mysterious Murasame Castle. Trying to get it to focus on the letters. But it doesn't seem like it wants to. I'm fairly positive, though, that that is the Japanese logo for it. You know, I can look, though. Here, let me see. Yeah, it is. It is, Mysterious Murasame Castle. That's so cool. I've yet to play that game. I, really should. I know it was on the 3DS eShop, but I never bought it, and I don't know if you can get it in any other official capacity. It might be on the Nintendo Switch Online NES library. I'll have to look. But yeah, that is the logo for Mysterious Murasame Castle. That's awesome. I love that so much. All right, cool. Well, enough gawking at that. Let's keep going. I think that was everything on this level, though, too, so... all good. So level 4. Right, there was a second floor already. It's just that it didn't really have much other than the purple flowers. Kind of a throwaway floor. Not really any treasure on it. Well, let's be real here. Purple Pikmin, and in that regard, Pikmin of any kind are their own treasure. They're amazing creatures. I love them. Oh no! I'm sorry, dude. I didn't mean to get you caught on fire. Emergency! Pikmin are suffering. If you blow your whistle with B, you may be able to help them. Okay. Buddy, come on. Oh, okay, good. I don't want to lose any. Alright, let's keep this a little bit safer, kind of like we did before. Split up the purple Pikmin. Don't want any of them to get burnt. We'll go ahead and clear out all of the hazards with the Olimar and red Pikmin team. An egg? It's an egg. A sleepy lad. I guess we'll get rid of him. Oh. What? Why did he have a Game & Watch? What? Okay. I mean... I don't know how you would play it. He doesn't have fingers, but, maybe he just thought it looked cool. Is that Ball? Yeah, it's Ball. Oh, wait. Is this an enemy? Oh, okay. I see. Oh, you guys are already all flowery Pikmin. Alright, well, I guess go ahead and start moving this Game & Watch unit for me. And then you guys can sippy sip. Should probably get some of the purple Pikmin to sippy sip as well. Might be a good idea. Alright, computer. What do you think this is? Dream Architect. I mean... Alright. I'll let you have that one too, I suppose. But yeah, Game & Watch Ball, which I believe was the first ever Game & Watch unit released. I have the reproduction one that they did for, what was it, Mario's 35th? They did the Mario 35 Game & Watch Ball. This one definitely looks like the original, though. It looks pretty well worn. But yeah, that's cool. 280 Pokos. Alright. Thick lads, have some sippy sip. Nice. I like their little pinkish flowers on them. Alright, we got more fire though. Olimar, I'll leave it to you and the fire squad. The fire force, if you will. Season 3, it's gonna happen at some point. I mean, it's confirmed. We just don't know for sure when it's gonna be airing. I think David Productions has a couple other projects that they have to get through first, but all in due time. And hey, a Nintendo playing card. That is also pretty... Man, this cave is just full of Nintendo goodies, because like had the disc system game, we had a Game & Watch, and now a playing card, which, yeah, they originally were pretty much just a playing card company before video games, so this has been easily the best cave so far. It's gonna be hard to top this one. Unless I can find a cave later that has a GameCube in it. Or, you know, anything like that. Luck wafer. What's an ace? So, yeah, I would say that's pretty lucky. Alright. I suppose that was all the treasure here, I think. Any other... we could get some more purple Pikmin. I suppose probably should use that up. Might as well try and get as many of these dudes as we can, since at the moment this is really the only way we're going to be able to obtain more of them. So we might as well bolster their ranks any chance we get. I swear, like, playing Pikmin games is like the only time in my life I've ever consistently used the word bolster. I mean, I suppose it could be a common thing you say if you were to play other, like, RTS-like games, but, yeah, no, this is really the only one I like, so I guess that's why I'm using it a lot while I'm playing them. Although, going back to the, you know, a cave with, like, a GameCube or something, we have seen in Pikmin 4, you can get a Game Boy Advance SP, which is awesome. I wish I still had mine, but, I don't know. I think I gave it away a long time ago. I ordered an Analog Pocket, because I want one of those, but I don't know when it's ever going to get here, so I may end up ordering a GBA SP at some point as well. I mean, I would still like to have one of those. Also, Final Floor. Also, wow, that is, I don't know what that is, but it's big, and I'm kind of intimidated. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, okay. I guess we're doing this. It's like a Bulborborm long orb. Oh no. You roll. Oh, he's still rolling. Okay. Come on, boys. Wait, no, don't attack him. Oh, no. Well, this is gonna be our darkest day yet for Pikmin deaths. Regrettably. But their deaths are not in vain. We've conquered the beast. Oh, the love tester. That was a toy that Nintendo had made in the distant past when they dipped their hand into like toys, the toy market. How bizarre! This device is emitting black light. It must have been ingested by that creature. What an absolutely repulsive life form. Our return to Hokotate cannot come soon enough. Alright, well, how much is a Nintendo authentic electronic love tester worth, I wonder? To the company / computer. I guess we'll find out. Wonder, he's pretty big. He might be worth a bit more than the normal, like, bulb orbs and stuff usually are. 15 Pokos. Still definitely a more. Pikmin gaming? Hell yeah, Josh. I gotta say, I've never played Pikmin 2. You know, wonder when I'll ever stop mentioning that. But I actually already really think I prefer the like structure of this one. I like the more kind of like dungeony aspect to it, to like going into these caves. And I also just kind of like the treasure collecting aspect over the ship parts, because you get fun stuff like this, like an old Nintendo toy. Or previously in this same cave we had a Game & Watch unit and what was it? It was a Game & Watch and then a Famicom Disk System game. The Mysterious Murasame Castle. And this, according to the computer, is a prototype detector. I mean, the detector part's correct, but the prototype, I don't know about that. And it's worth 200 Pokos. I'm curious to see, actually, though. 200 Pokos for a Nintendo love tester in this universe. How much is one going for in real life? Let's see. Can I find any on eBay? Not with a quick and easy search, no. So let me just generally search it. Shopping, I guess? Okay, well, it doesn't seem like I can easily find it anywhere, just with a quick search. There's like the commercial and pictures and stuff. But, okay, well, according to what I just found on an info page for it, it retailed for 1,800 yen. Which I believe is roughly $20-ish or so. So 200 Poco, I guess. If that equates to like $20-ish, then yeah, I guess that checks out. Oh, in recent years, 2 different remakes of the Love Tester have been released in Japan. How about that? Very cool. Yeah, I don't know. I couldn't find any immediate resources as to how much, like, one of the original units would be going for. I assume quite a bit, if there are any floating around out there for sale. since it's quite a vintage artifact, and of course anything from that era of Nintendo, I'm sure, is going to be worth a lot if their old video games, systems, and consoles are, or system and consoles, that's redundant. If their old video game systems and just games for said systems are anything to go off of, they retain their value quite a bit. This contraption seems to react when it approaches treasure. I will connect it to my radar. Oh. Processing complete. The treasure gauge is now fully operational. It will now appear on your monitor. The needle will move right as you approach treasure. Oh, that's a cool way to repurpose the love tester. There we go. It's on our HUD. And that was the final floor of this, though, so, yeah. Like I said, though, this is going to be a pretty tough cavern to beat. There were a lot of cool and fun little old Nintendo references with the items here. So, we'll just have to see. And, yeah, given that there's a Game Boy Advance SP in Pikmin 4, I'm sure there's going to be plenty of other fun stuff in that one, too. Cave complete. And we're, doing pretty good. Already, like, I guess 20% of the way. 2,257 out of 10,000. Prototype detector, Cosmic Archive, Luck Wafer, Strife Monolith, Stone of Glory, Dream Architect, and 35 Poco's worth of corpses, I guess. Yep, 20% of debt recovered. I'm glad they went through the effort of making special UI messages for the debt milestones. Well, the day's almost done. I don't really know how much else we're really going to be able to do here in the meantime, so I guess we'll just go ahead and we'll probably collect a couple of these real quick. And then get everybody where they need to be. And yeah, another successful day for the debt payment history books. I don't know. Olimar, Louis, the sun will be setting soon. Call all of the Pikmin to you. This planet's native nocturnal life forms are ferocious and therefore dangerous. Load your Pikmin into the onion and yourselves into my hull so we can take refuge in low orbit. Pikmin in your squad will enter the onion on their own at day's end, so call them all to... Oh, okay. I was always going through the effort of making sure to, like, manually put them in the onion. I mean, I'm still gonna do that. Feels correct and safe to do so. I'll probably leave these seeds here, though, because, I don't know if I have time to pluck all of them. Yeah, no, probably not. But it's okay, they'll be fine. We can collect them when we return here, which will probably be tomorrow. Because, well, we still have a lot that we can do here. But a lot of that doing that we can do relies on us being able to get to that blue onion and get some blue Pikmin in our ranks. Good work, Louis. Let us return to the darkness of space. Or, well, the low orbit of planet Earth in whatever year this is, if this game takes place. Well, whatever year it is, it seems like it would be a good one because, as far as we can tell, humanity is no more. Nature has reclaimed the planet. And now, it is just roamed by Pikmin, dangerous nocturnal creatures, and other creatures in general. And I guess in this case, you know, these games happening, Olimar, Louis, and the other crew members of their respective games. Although I don't know if, I can't remember if 3 takes place on the same planet as this one. And I don't know about 4 either. Well, yes, I believe we do have some, yeah, we do finally have some, Pikmin lost. All in battle today. 22. 22 so far. I want to keep that number as low as I can, and I will try my best to do so. But, well, this planet is dangerous. Day 3. How's progress, Olimar? Remember, you'll never get anything done if you sit back and watch from afar. CR for a close-up view of the action. Yeah, see, you say that, but I kind of like to play this game with, the camera zoomed out as far as possible, Mr. President, so I think I will continue to do just that. Got some new entries in the Picklopedia, though. Female shear grub, the male shear grub, the cloaking burrow knit. I don't think this was in the first game, so that might be our instance of our first instance of a new enemy. And this guy, the creeping Karazin Demum? I think I said that right. Honeywisp, yeah, that's returning from the first game. Clover, common glowcap, pellet posies, horsetails, Margaret's, and this was specifically known as the Empress Bull Flax. Weird bullboard worm thing. I don't like it. But, oh wait, Olimar's notes. Oh, that's cool. You can even get little descriptions of them. I say little, it's actually quite the detailed description there. It's pretty cool. The Picklopedia is a pretty nice addition. And I didn't even notice that little prompt for the notes on all the things. Oh, he'll even say stuff about the treasures. Okay, actually, I do want to see some of these. Okay, so what does he have to say about the Game & Watch? At night, I have nothing to do to keep me occupied. I've been searching for something to dull the boredom, but every time I find something I want to play with, it's broken. This object is a great example. It looks fascinating, but I can't get it to function. I guess all I have to do is write this in the journal. Dang. Olimar can't experience ball. Alright, what does he have to say about the Stone of Glory? This is a peculiar object. Just looking at it fills me with a powerful sense of nostalgia. Now that I think about it, the Pikmin had a curious look on their faces when they carried it. Or maybe that was just my imagination. Okay, and then what about the Famicom Disk System copy of the mysterious Murasame Castle? The cave we searched today was lined with flame-spewing spouts. Temperature in the cave was absolutely stifling. Oh, that reminds me, I completely forgot to tell Louis about Red Pikmin. He's so quiet I sometimes forget he's even there. This item I salvaged from the cave seems to be some kind of storage device, but I have no way to play back the contents. Damn. Olimar, we need to find you I guess a working Famicom disk system, and then I guess a Famicom to go along with it. Ooh, that might be tricky, but wouldn't it be cool? I'm sure both of them are in here. And then, yeah, the love tester. Today we searched a subterranean layer swarming with carnivorous bugs. The name Hole of Beasts immediately came to mind. The convenient contraption I found there has become an invaluable treasure-seeking tool. When it approaches a piece of treasure, the gadget beeps and the needle moves to the right. When all the treasure in an area has been collected, the device powers down. When we left Hokotate, I thought we'd never be able to pay off the company's debts. But thanks to this gadget, I'm feeling optimistic about the outcome of this daring mission. Very cool. Alright, let's go back to the area selection. And, I suppose just go back to the Awakening Wood. Because I'm pretty sure progress in the first map, we're gonna need Blue Pikmin 4 if we want to keep doing stuff there. And I think here we might have already gotten everything that we can without the Blue Pikmin, but we'll have to take a look around again some more to know for sure. Alright, we'll get 40 red. And I guess 20 purple. We'll do just 10. Since they're still kind of low in number, I want to try and play it safe. Alright, so... we need to try and get to the blue onion. I think that's our goal. Our main goal right now for this area is doing that. We've got some new little lads here. Oh, wait, do they want the pellets? Might be kind of bad if he gets them, so let's make sure he doesn't. Hey, bro, come on. All right. So we'd opened a bit of path. Right, we needed to get rid of Spag to get through there, which we should have enough purple Pikmin to do that now, so I guess I will go ahead and go and grab the rest of them. Because, yeah, we need as many as we can to help weigh that down. All right. That's everybody. I guess I should probably fill out the rest of my ranks. There we go. All right, there's still some wild Pikmin somewhere, so we can't go quite to 100. But I'm sure this will be enough. I certainly hope this is enough. Yes, I know that there's treasure up there, game and radar, but I don't think I can reach it without yellow Pikmin. Or without at least getting close to the level that that tree stump is on. Perfect. Path successfully opened. Though... still seems like it's going to be a bit tricky to get to where we want to in regards to that blue onion. But there's some other caves we can explore, it seems. Or, well, that one. Astounding! My metal detectors are reacting violently. Could be down below. If you find trouble below, press plus to contact me, and press right on the D-pad. Or press right on D-pad on the radar screen. The exploration pod will drop its loot to make room to carry you, Louie, and the Pikmin to safety. Okay. Well, I don't think we're gonna have to worry about running into too much trouble. Wonder if I just... I guess we'll test it. They're carrying that back. So if I go in here to the hole with your Pikmin squad, Pikmin entering 86 out of 94. Oh, okay, so... I think the ones that are still up here will, you know, if they're still delivering stuff, so they'll still keep doing that. I think I'm going to go ahead and not go in with as many as I have here, though. I don't want to go in with, like, all my purple Pikmin. That could lead to disaster, potentially. So I'll kind of thin out my ranks a bit, and then we'll head in there. keep 10 with us. And then as for the red ones, we'll do 40. So we'll just have like 50 total. Pretty good number. Hey, buddy, can you not be climbing that right now? Thanks. I need all the help I can get. We don't really know exactly what's going to be in this cave, but something to trip up a metal detector. And, well, there's a lot of possibilities for things that are made of metal. So we shall be careful with this. The White Flower Garden. Oh, nice. I guess we finally get to see our next new group of Pikmin, the White Pikmin. At least judging by the name of the cave. What are we on? Can't tell. I mean, it's made of metal, so that would explain the metal detector, but I can't really tell, like, what type of object this is that we're on. Some sort of, like, crane or drill? I don't know. Hard to tell. Is that a shoe polish? That is shoe polish over there. Yep. Shoe polish. High quality shoe care. Black shoe polish. I mean, yeah, I guess screw it. Go as fast as you can. Really? It's gonna cap out at 79? Not 80? That's weird. Well, the labeling on this thing is pretty obvious, but I'm sure the computer will still come up with some sort of weird, silly name for it. Let's see, though. Alien Billboard. It's, okay, yeah, that one's pretty far off. It's also only worth 80 Pokos. I'm not necessarily expecting the computer to know what, like, shoe polish is or anything, but you would think it'd be able to at least, like, read the object if it had, like, text on it like that one. Especially one where, like, it mentions shoe polish multiple times on the packaging. And it could maybe be like, perhaps this is something called shoe polish. But, nope. Guess not. Oh, goody. Our favorite fire-breathing friends are back. Alright, well, we are going to play it very safe then. We're just gonna use our fire Pikmin and get rid of these dudes. No purple Pikmin involved. You have no power here? Weakling. Not when I only use red Pikmin to attack. I don't have to be afraid. But yeah, in the presence of not having any red Pikmin, those dudes are actually kind of scary. Alright, so we've got a little crystal here. Little heart gemstone. I don't know if I can get that bottle cap. Because... I don't know, can my... For one, I don't know if my red Pikmin can even cross that gap if I throw one. And then as well, I don't know if they can make it up the little ramp. Petrified heart. Wow. Well, that one's, like, really spot on. Worth 100 Pokos, too. Alright, let's see. Can I make the throw? Yeah, I can make the throw. Can they get up that incline? I don't know. It doesn't really seem like they would be able to. Maybe they can. Oh, no, they've got no issues. Okay. I guess just because I can't really reach it doesn't necessarily mean that they have no issues, you know, going up it. All right, cool. Well, not bad. We get another bottle cap and a little gemstone. What's on this bottle cap? Is it coconut? Coconut water? Yeah, coconut water of some sort. Yeah, bottle cap. I don't know if I've ever seen, like, a bottle cap would make me think it's, like, you know, a glass bottle, and I don't think I've ever seen a glass bottle of coconut water. They usually come in, like, kind of those, like, paper, like, bottles, I guess you can call them. Drought ender. Coconut water. Yeah, coconut water's pretty good for, hydration. For sure. I don't know about, like, just on its own, but I do see it used in a lot of, kind of like sports hydration drinks and stuff, like Body Armor, I think, uses coconut water. So, checks out. Okay, I think we got everything here. Next sublevel. Away we go. What is that? It's like a torch. I don't think we can collect it though, can we? No. Just there for ambience. And looking cool. And here we go. Got some white flowers. Which means we get to see our second new Pikmin edition in Pikmin 2. How can a flower so deep underground bloom so robustly? How mysterious. This place is conspicuously warm. Could act as a kind of hothouse for foliage? What an interesting development. The Pikmin look as though they long to be tossed into the flower. Okay, well, let's make sure it's just some red ones, because, yeah. Given that that's what we have a majority of, we don't want to really squander any of our purple Pikmin. Lest we anger the god of purple Pikmin himself, Reggie. Alright. Time to say hello to the white Pikmin. He. Incredible, a white Pikmin. It is tiny, but looks distinctly swift. Eyes are an unseemly red. Type of Pikmin was not mentioned in your notes, Olimar. It must be an entirely new type. Our data record on this type is a blank page, since a certain captain never documented them. Well, you know, sorry, I literally never saw them until this game. You must experiment and make detailed observations for the benefit of future generations. Wait, isn't like white skin and red eyes just like, isn't that kind of like just like the telltale signs of like albino like attributes? Even though I don't actually know how many instances there have been of, you know, well, I mean, I think like albino popping up in like any sort of like species or creature is exceedingly rare. But I think that's usually what it is. It's like very white or pale skin and then like red eyes, which is really cool if you think about it. Like red eyes. That's, yeah, that's kind of scary for like an eye color, but it's also really cool. All right. They dig. Amazing! The white Pikmin have unearthed a treasure that was completely buried in the ground. Perhaps those beady red eyes of theirs allow them to sense objects buried in the dirt. Natural-born treasure hunters. Man, it's a really good thing they showed up in this game. Gamma tape? Yep, just gamma tape. I love the noises that they make. Can we help them, or is it only something that the white Pikmin can do? No, I think we could speed up the process. A little bit more room. I guess, yeah. Make it go as fast as possible. Well, if these guys can actually... There you go. All right. What is computer gonna have to say about this one? Super Stick Textile. Pretty spot on. 80 Pocos. All right. Well, we got white Pikmin and some tape. So, oh yeah, pretty eventful floor. Not the most eventful treasure. But I guess, what else have we gotten so far in this cave? A bottle cap, a gemstone, and shoe polish? Yeah, so it's been kind of unremarkable. I think the most exciting thing was probably the little gemstone, heart-shaped gemstone. I guess the shoe polish could be useful for, well, if we weren't having to, like, sell it to pay off debt. Louis and Olimar could potentially use it for their shoes. Alright, and we also have some poison clouds that we can deal with the white Pikmin that we got. So we will go ahead, split them up, and go ahead and start doing that. Oops. Okay. Got the whistle a little too close there. Alright, that's everybody? Cool. If you would be so kind. And, where was the other one? Thought we saw another one close by. A couple over here. The chapstick, yeah. And large mushroom. Night lip balm extra moisture. Oh wait, can we actually read that? Or is it too blurry? Uses temporarily protects and helps cracked lips through overnight treatment. Wow. I'm kind of surprised that like we can actually make that out. I mean, I doubt you would have been able to easily do it on the original GameCube or Wii version, where it was, what, like 480p? Well, 480p on the Wii. I don't know what it would have been on, GameCube. I don't even know if the GameCube natively supported 480p. I think it could only do interlaced 480, 480i. Not too sure about that, though. Don't quote me on that. I'm not 100%. Any more poisons that we have to deal with? I don't think so. I think we got all of them. Well, actually, wait. There's a little bit of unexplored area this way. Should go check that out. Nope. I think we got all of them. Okay, cool. Well, how much do we need for the chapstick? Oh, okay. You guys can handle that. And then I think the mushroom. Oh, that one's kind of gotta get dug up a little bit as well. But first, let's see what this is. Worth 90 Pokos. It is survival ointment. Not quite Vaseline or Bengay, but helps your dry lips. I don't know if that's necessary for survival, but for comfort, at least it's important. And worth 30 Pokos, it is a toxic toadstool. That is... Man, sometimes the computer hits it out of the park. Like, the gemstone and now this in the same cave system, like... Yeah. That is exactly what that is. Alright, and then I think that was all the treasure. Guess we can do a quick little... Wait. Oh no, there was another path I guess I hadn't gone over. Here? Yeah, okay, let's see. And we can do a quick little run through just to make sure we don't hear any treasure radar beeping. But I think we got everything. It's just the chapstick and the mushroom. Toadstool. The princess. As she was referred to in some of the older games. I don't quite know exactly when they switched it directly over to just referring to her as Peach. Because Mario 64, it was both. She says Princess Toadstool and Peach. I don't remember in Sunshine. I think in Sunshine it might have been that. I don't think they ever refer to her as Toadstool in that. Might have been that game. Sub-level 5. And this is the final floor. Alright. Let's see what it's got in store for us. Seemingly a boss encounter. Yep. Wide open circular arena. Boss encounter. Oh, also, you know, final floor, so that also kind of tips us off a bit. Different type of nectar? It's like pink. The red liquid you see contains refined ultra spicy essence. Oh, okay. 1 drop contains 1 dose. Press down on the D-pad to spray this extract on your entire group. We have tried it the one time, and we're probably going to use it right here against whatever we're about to have to fight. Probably help a good bit. Alright. Who here? Oh, hey, it's the burrowing something or another. I don't quite remember what it was officially called. There we go. Attack him on both fronts. His skull and his, torso? Neck? I don't know. He's like, dude's mostly neck. He's like a bird snake. Got him. Alright, we didn't lose too much. Pikmin there. Oh, the hell? We can get his head? A little morbid. But also glove. Well done, Captain Olimar. You defeated that freakish half-bird. Half-serpent hybrid. Okay, yeah, I was right. He's like Snakebird. Oh no. Don't tell me. The treasure was ingested by that beast, wasn't it? Wait, so does that mean earlier, when I got the Game & Watch from the Bulborb, he ate that thing? Dude, come on. I'm not exactly expecting a Bulborb to know any better, but I'm also kind of surprised he just decided to eat it. Like, it's electronics and just, like, plastic and stuff. You'd think he probably wouldn't have even found it, like, appetizing. But yeah, I also find it kind of disturbing that we just, like, get this thing's head. Decapitation is, still kind of, like, creeps me out. If I think about it too much. There's a particular scene from Wolfenstein 2 that still kind of stays in my mind just because of how like unsettling it is. But that's enough of that. Glove. 5-man knapsack. 100 polkas. Yeah, this glove, much like that Game & Watch, definitely have seen better days, but I guess considering both of them were inside of monsters and they still look like usable, that's impressive. Made out of some sturdy stuff. This material looks comfortable. I will use it to patch the boss's favorite sleeping bag. Seam test conclusive. Cross stitching successful. The knapsack is complete. When you have an unoccupied time interval, press right stick to take a nap. Huh. I can't believe they added napping to Pikmin 2. Other games take note. They just carry you, that's awesome. And that was worth 10 Pokos. Alright, cool. Well, we did lose a few brave soldiers, but not too many, so luckily the counter won't be going up super high. Once we're all said and done here, which I think we are. There's just the boss and the glove and his head. Alright. Another successful spelunking. You're already almost 30% there. And back to the surface of the Awakening Wood. Don't know how much time we have left for sundown. Oh, we still have plenty of time, actually. Okay. So we now have some white Pikmin. We can, let's see. I know we saw some poison walls somewhere. Not that way. It's back this way. Alright, I think the poison wall in question that we may be able to do something about now was back this way. Ooh, actually, I wonder as well, since these guys are so nimble, how far can I throw them? Okay, pretty high, but still not that high. Is it over here? Yes, there's another piece of the globe. Only issue is I don't have many white Pikmin. So I imagine this would still take a bit for them to get rid of, even if I do stick them on it. Either way, I might as well just let them do it, because I don't really know what else we can do. Unless, like, I'll check back over here. Maybe there was something a bit more immediately obvious that we can work on with them. Oh, there's another wall, so yeah. Is that treasure? I don't know. I can't really tell. But, yeah. I suppose I could help speed up the demolition process. I'll collect some of these and maybe make a potion for him. Cool. I got all those. How's that wall coming along? I think there's only like 15 of them on it, so... Oh, actually, they're already almost done. Cool. We have enough for a potion. She's gonna go ahead and, let's see, Louie. You can go ahead, take the rest of these guys, go back towards the base. Get all of those guys rounded up, because we might need them once they're all ready to go. And then they just finished that. Yep. And they also got rid of the poison emitters. So now we can get this bridge. And I don't know if we can... Oh! Okay, we've got hostiles in water, so we don't want to go that way. And I gotta be careful about this guy. Let's get Louie heading over there to help. We may just have enough time to get this globe piece to the the ship before time runs out. Yeah, I know. I noticed. But that's not really important right now. I got other things. Fascinating. This object is highly similar to the one you found in the Valley of Repose. By examining this further, I may be able to extrapolate new planetary data. That's all fine and good, but yeah, I gotta kind of get rid of this. Okay, cool. Alright, now. You guys get to work on the bridge. And I guess you guys can help as well. Can I not assign any more to help? Oh yeah, no, I can. That's all of them, though. Alright. They're almost there. We may... I mean, it's a pretty much a straight shot to the ship from here, so... If it doesn't quite make it, they'll get pretty damn close. So that's still good enough for me. Cool. Alright, how many do we need for the globe? Quite a lot like before, I'm sure, but we have plenty of purple Pikmin. So I think it'll be manageable. Yep, we got it. They'll get it going. I don't know if they'll make it, but... I guess I can grab some other Pikmin. Well, nah. I'll just see how far they can get. And then just call them all back. They can at least get over the bridge. That'll be fine enough for me. That's good. We'll just pick that up when we're here next. I.e. tomorrow. Oh yeah, where did the white Pikmin go? I guess they also just go in the ship. Yeah. Good work today, everybody. Successful spelunking and even some surface progress, too. We'll just admire relatively unchanged level of detail Olimar model, and then Louis now as well. You do have to appreciate the, you know, just red and blue. It works even better now that it's on the Switch, because yeah, red and blue Joy-Con. Especially because yeah, this game also has like a 2-player mode, so you can take advantage of that on the Switch probably better than on like the GameCube or Wii, because I mean, you know, you buy a Switch, it has two controllers just ready to go right there, as opposed to having to buy extras on either of those other consoles to be able to, you know, play that mode. All right. Okay, yeah, we lost 8 today. Not, like I said, not a huge number, luckily. If I can keep the... I mean, it might be difficult, but if I can keep the number of Pikmin lost in like below triple digits, that'd be nice. I would like that a lot. Oh, my dearest dear, how are you? Your boss gave me this space email account and told me all about your business trip. Just remember, you have a family to think about. I guess that's Olimar's, wife. Wasn't exactly 100% clear on who they were addressing there. Burrowing Snagret. Sneevian family. Wow. And he had a lot to say about that one. Alright, any of these we might want to check the description on? See if Olimar has anything fun to say. I don't think we checked the card. The luck wafer? What a strange pattern. When I look at it, I can feel good fortune smiling down on me. If I could just buy a lottery ticket right now, I'm sure I'd win. Petrified heart. The vivid color of this red stone reminds me of my wife's eyes when she's angry. You know, I've noticed that she has a few more wrinkles. I've probably caused her a lot of stress. Well, when I return to Hokotate, I'll take her on a long vacation. At least Olimar's doing his best. In a survival situation, the most important things are water, courage, and a first aid kit. I've got water and an endless supply of courage, but I don't have a first aid kit. Sometimes I don't have a whole lot of motivation either. I may be a daring explorer, but sometimes I just want to loaf around all day in sleep mood. Wait, what if the president reads this journal? I'd never dream of slacking on the job. Yeah. Maybe he's not doing his best. No. Olimar's doing his best. He's, you know... At the end of the day, he's still... Well, not human, but you know what I'm getting at here. Today, I delivered an impromptu lecture on the basics of wilderness survival. As Louis' superior, it's my responsibility to teach him these skills. Walking around as much as we do generate an intense thirst, so water becomes very important. I told Louis that we have to ration our water carefully. That's what I was thinking until I found this. I was so parched that I couldn't help myself. I drank all the water in the canteen. It tasted so good. But when I turned around, Louis gave me a cold stare. Yeah, kind of rude, but I can understand it. Us real-life living beings in the real world, depending on where you are, having to deal with some pretty insane, like, temperatures, like, heat-wise. So, yeah, definitely been drinking lots of the liquids, more so than usual, these last couple of days. Good morning. The white Pikmin are lodged within the purple ones in my hole. The two types are sleeping well and do not quarrel. I have made them most comfortable. You can call out the white Pikmin by standing in the light beneath me and pressing A. On a separate note, by wary of overworking yourselves, taking a break can be courageous too. To retire early for the day, press plus and then press right on the D-pad. I will keep that in mind, but I think we are gonna play out the rest of this one day. And then probably wrap it up for tonight after that, but we'll see. Okay, so first thing we need to do is get rid of that other poison wall. And I think to do that most efficiently, we're going to use these lads and get a potion on them. But I will also go ahead and start collecting some more of those, like, orbs, so we can make more potions. Oh, actually, they have not regrown, so never mind. Louis, I'm gonna let you stay here for now with the the boys in red. I'll take the white Pikmin to where we need to go. Oh, wait. No, they are back. Okay. Huh. I guess they just took a second to show up. Nope. No, I didn't want that. I want you guys to deal with this. And while that's happening, Louis, you can get these guys ready, and then we can go and collect some more for another potion in case we need it. Aw, well, they ran out of their little power boost, but they're still getting at it. Cool. Doesn't look like it's gone down anymore. Okay, there we go. Almost done. I don't really know what... So, where is this going to lead? Okay, I don't exactly know what this area that we're, I guess, opening a path to has. It's kind of hard to tell from here. I see, like, an electric thingy up top, but that's, I think, separate. There's a cave right there, too, but I don't know if we'll be able to get to it. Come on, boys. Believe in you. You've got this. You're almost there. Maybe. I'm not really timing it. Hey! Well, you know, my encouraging words worked. Alright. Oh, wait, whoops. Didn't quite let them finish that one. There we go. Okay, so what do we have over here? Oh, wait, what? Oh! It's like a... Okay, I see. Just want one. Not quite one. So, we've got... Oh, a dice. Very nice. And some different colored orbs, too. Alright. Well, we definitely want to get that. Just need to, well, I don't exactly know how many I'm gonna need for the dice. Let's see. Okay, definitely gonna need some more. So, I guess, Louis, you can start making your way over here. We'll need some more Pikmin. All right. There we go. They'll be able to get that safely over there, yeah. Okay. 14, 15. And I guess we can also start getting some of this. I'll go back here, gather up these guys, and I guess we'll kind of make our way back around. We can stay up here and get those when they're down and ready. I think that is pretty much everything we can immediately accomplish. Let's see what those purple orbs do. And also, a 100 Poco Chance Totem. Also known as a 6-sided dice. Still knocking down some of those. I guess I can send him a couple of additional Pikmin. Start collecting some of those already. Oh, wait, what? Did one of them pop? It's weird. I don't know why that happened. Behold, grape. Kind of looks like a grape, since it's just a purple circle. Astonishing! This purple berry contains an ultra bitter essence. It does not appear to have any monetary value, but I shall research potential uses for it. Bring me more specimens. Will do. And actually already do. Doing. Alright, good work, lads. Hopefully this should be enough. I think it will be. Pikmin gaming indeed, Matthew. As the Joshua has said before. I'm really liking this one structure much more than the first game, though. Same brain, yeah, that's true. Wait, was that actually not enough grapes for specimen research? Because, that's kind of a problem, if so. I don't think they regrow within the same day. Which, if not, then, I think we'll just have to wait until we come back here another day. That could be annoying. Wait, there's treasure nearby? Oh, okay, hold on. I need to come over here with some more white Pikmin. Let's see. I don't know if I have enough, but maybe they can get to digging. Let's see. Oh, maybe it's like up here. Or maybe that... Does this guy have it? Yeah, I think this guy might have it. Although I think we scared him away. You know, the treasure radar strongest, like, right here. Is it up on that pot, maybe? It might be. Okay, let's see. I think I can get them up there. I just need to kind of approach it from right here, I think. Okay, I lost some on the way up. Come on, guys. I need all the help I can get. And considering I still only have 15 of you. Yeah, okay. It was indeed up in that little pipe pot thing. I don't know. I think I can, yeah, help him out a bit. What is that? Some sort of seed, I guess? I can't really tell. Alright, everybody. One left up there. Hey, dude. What are you doing? Come on. There you go. Okay, what is this? Because I don't know. That's worth 55 Poco. It is a pilgrim bulb. Is it like an onion? I think it's an onion. Hard to tell, though. Hey, 30% of debt recovered. Not bad. Guess we'll get all of these guys, and assuming those purple things haven't grown back yet, I don't really think there's much else we can do today. I don't even know if I have time to really go all the way back around and check. Oh wait, are there some down there? It looks like they did regrow, but we're about to run out of time, so it doesn't really matter. That's fine. Next time we come back here, we should be able to get the remaining ones we need for the research to be complete, and hopefully that's what's going to allow us to get past those, like, electric fences. Because otherwise, I don't really know how else we're going to be making progress on this map. Oh, wait, I totally forgot. We didn't get the globe, did we? Wait, it's not even there anymore. Did it move? Oh, it moved back. That's weird. We had gotten it over the bridge, but it moved back here. Oh yeah, I totally forgot about that. Well, okay, it's fine. The bridge is still deployed, so it'll still be relatively easy to just come back and get that. Still, like, I got so distracted with all the other stuff I wanted to do, like that other wall that I had to get down with the white Pikmin, and then finding that other treasure. And then the dice as well. I totally forgot about the one that I had already secured, essentially. Although that's weird. I don't know why it moved back, because, like, if you had partially moved treasure in the first game, and then, like, you left the map and came back, it was at the same spot. It's kind of weird that they would have reverted that. At least the bridge is still there, though, so it's really not that big of a deal. I don't think we lost anybody, right? Nah, we're good. No losses today. Day 5. Olimar, good work so far. I hereby promote you to Assistant Manager. Press X to divide up work, and Y to delegate more of your subordinates, or to delegate more to your subordinate leader. Hope all goes smoothly. say it's going pretty well so far. I think we'll... I was thinking of ending it at that one, but you know, if I do that and then when I come back to this like later this week or something, I'm probably going to forget about the globe. So we'll just do one more. Get that. Get the grapes. Get our like research progress done on that so we can figure out what the hell those are all about. And there's some bulbworms that are back. All right. So I guess for the grapes, and then the well, okay, let's get the globe first before anything else. Which in that case, it's gonna be really heavy. So let's get as many Reggies as we can. Yeah, that'll do, I think. Okay. I suppose I should probably actually get rid of these guys first, because they might be in the way of the delivery path. Okay. This is finally going where it belongs, which will in turn unlock a new area we can explore next time we play, so that actually kind of works out pretty nicely. And once these guys are done... Actually... Almar, you can kind of stay with them. I will go ahead and get to collecting the rest of the like grape specimens that we need. Oh, this guy came back, huh? We lost one brave red Pikmin. Hey, buddy. We're not doing that right now. We're going this way. There's another one too. Okay, well that time at least we got him before he was able to stab. That's good. And you guys can... Oh, okay, they made it. Cool. Another... Oh, actually, this one is a geographic projection, not an atlas sphere. Worth 200 Pokos. This hemisphere also contains a hidden microchip. I'll attempt to decrypt the stored data. Coding complete. As I surmise, this chip contains additional topographic data. The data has been inputted into my database, and I shall name it Survey Chart. Cool. Alright, yes, now you guys can get to work on that. And then Olimar, I'll let him start collecting some things around here while we wait for the rest of the grapes to come in. Alright. Is that enough? What do we got? Captain Olimar, I have completed my research on the purple berries you discovered. Behold, the ultra bitter spray. It's untested, but I believe it will be highly effective. Approach enemies and press up on the D-pad to spray them. When necessary, I can produce 1 bottle of spray from 10 berries. Okay, but what does it do? Guess it maybe like stuns them? I don't know. It didn't really tell me. But it doesn't seem like it's going to do anything that'll help us further our progression on this map. So other than getting the globe and completing our research on those berries, I think we have kind of done everything we can currently here. Because if we want to progress, we're going to need to get past these like electric gates, which we just cannot do right now with current available Pikmin. So I guess we'll just collect a few other things, and we can leave early, I suppose. There's not really too much else for us to do if we stick around. Yeah, anything else, it's either gated by those electric fences or water. So, which to get to the blue onion, we need to be able to, I think, get rid of the like electric fences, gates, things. I think the one that leads over to the onion was one of those, right? Yeah. So, no dice on that. We'll just, I guess we'll also collect the little Orbeez here. Might as well get everything we can. Yeah, I think that's everything. So, switch everybody up. Jeez, we have a lot of red Pikmin. Alright, cool. And then, what was it? How do we leave early? It's from the menu. Go to sunset. Yeah. In this day, where it's so easy. Alright, well, at least we've done, like, everything we can there right now. Officially. Since we kind of forgot about the globe. Which also boosts our Poco a bit as well. Alright, well, 30% and a little bit more than that, actually, for our first play session, I'd say is pretty damn good progress already. Good start. Day 6. Olimar, terrible news. I thought I went to Happy Hokotate's savings alone, but it seems my loan came from the shop next door. All-devouring black hole loan sharks. Oops. Oh. That's quite the fumble. Well, I'm sure we'll be fine, so long as they don't want, like, a strict deadline on that debt payment. Alright, so next time we play, looks like we'll be heading to the perplexing pool. But for now, that will wrap up our session of Pikmin 2. And while I would have said that's going to be the end of the stream, I would actually like to do a little bit of something else before I go. So what I'm going to do first off for now is, close this. I'm going to take a quick little break, get some more water and stuff, but I think we're going to play a little bit of late night Splatoon 3 because, I don't know, just feel like playing some Splatoon 3 before I go to bed. It's getting to a point where I would like to sit down and go and play more 16, but I would like to be able to play it for a good couple of hours, and I just really can't do that. Given, having to get up early-ish. So I figure, yeah, play a little bit of Splatoon, but before that, I'm going to BRB, and then when I am B, we will Splatoon 3. It rhymes. Yeah, okay, I'll be right back.